All right, guys, we are back. Okay, let's get over here. All right, let's take a look at our technology. We know we're going to be using destroyers, so shells and torpedoes probably sounds like a good idea. What's the balance tech, though, do for us? This one's kind of more obvious. What does this do? So you get some of the technology, not as much for the torpedoes. You also get armor quality, hull strengthening, boilers, and main special machinery. So we might be able to get more speed, which honestly might be required. All right. That's what I'm seeing here. Looks like you get a lot of the benefits of the modifiers too, plus all of the... I think we go balance tech here. You might not have as much technology, but you get all of the modifiers of this one, plus the modifiers of this one. So resistance, hull form, stability, floatability, hull weight, boiler weight, fuel stowage, max speed, penalty, acceleration, all that good stuff. But I think that's the one that makes sense. Brunswick concurs. All right. So we've got two hulls. One goes from 1,000 to 1,400. One goes from 1,500 to 2,000 tons. Okay. Let's start this off. I'm going to go with the bigger one, and we'll kind of see what we can do with that. The layout seems very similar. It just seems like a slight increase in size. Looks like we're the British this time. We don't know who we're going to face off against until we do it. All right, let's see. Starting off with, I like to have the bulkheads regardless. Speed 24.5. You might want to speed that up. We'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. We can go all the way up to geared steam turbines. We really increased the cost of the engine a lot. I'm gonna go with that for now. We'll have to keep an eye. Yeah, I don't like that. I'd like to have at least a minimum of 3 destroyers with this one, and we're already cutting into that quite a lot. I mean, we still have a decent amount of room. Let's just go with normal turbines. Excuse me. To get more funnel capacity. Okay. That puts us at that. The oil put us a little bit more. Let's go semi-oil for right now. I'm gonna go with induced, but I might go balanced. We'll see. I'll mess with some of this stuff. I don't think we need an auxiliary engine. This we may want. Yeah, we probably will go with some guns. That's why I'm going with a bigger hull, because I'm hoping we're going to be able to fit more stuff. Okay. I don't know how necessary this is, because it's mostly acceleration and turn rate. I mean, that might be good. We should probably go with some form of Krupp armor. I'm going to go with level 1 for now, because it does really lower the cost a lot, which is nice. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet with the other stuff. We'll leave that for later. This stuff I'm gonna consider later. I would like to look at kind of the basic stuff first. So we have one choice of tower. We could put it there or there. This might allow for more gun type stuff. Let's see where our gun mounts are real quick. We've got main guns, and that's all we can do. So 5-inch guns. Yeah, you could put a gun up here. I think you're more likely going to be able to fit it if we put that turret a little further back. So, I mean tower. Do you have to have a secondary tower? Let me see if you have to have that. Requirements. You don't need a secondary tower. It's optional. Interesting. Okay. We do need 1 main gun, 1 funnel, and 1 torpedo launcher. Oh, it's required to have a torpedo launcher. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the secondary tower. Now, the one thing about the secondary tower, it might be able to mount something like a gun. So it might not be a bad idea to take it, because you get a lot of aiming and other stuff, assistance. So I might not mind that. I don't know where the placement's going to be just yet. Let's put it further up. Let me see if that's correct. 4-inch gun. Yeah, you could put a 4-inch gun in there. Could you put the 5-inch gun in there? You could put a 5-inch gun in there. So that actually works out. I like that. So you get a tower plus you can mount stuff in it. Out of curiosity, can you mount anything in this tower? No, okay. Just thought I would check. All right, that works out. What about the funnel? Ooh, this funnel looks like it has another spot for mounting. I had that one up as far as it would go, did I not? I might have to hit control here and okay. Might not be as clean as I like. Is there another placement I could do with this? No, that's as close as I'm gonna be able to get it. Alright. Alright. We could get a lot of gun mounts here. I might even be able to put the torpedo launcher in there. I don't know if that works or not, but that sure looks interesting. So we have a lot of gun placement possibilities. Okay. That doesn't, you know, that doesn't make sense. It makes sense if we don't really have any choice. All right, so that's kind of the basics. Guns, honestly, we should look at the accuracy and stuff as well. This has better accuracy at range, and it does a lot more damage. I really like 5-inch guns. They're one of my favorite guns in this game that I've encountered so far. You do get extra, what is the word I'm looking for? Technology with the 2-inch guns, but honestly, I don't think this is going to do a whole lot. And frankly speaking, the 5-inch guns do fit in these towers. Let's just check. Torpedo launchers. I don't know what we're going to go with. Let's say we do 3 tubes. I mean, that's just a guess. Doesn't look like I can put it up in there. Okay. So we'll probably put the torpedo back here. It still gives us 3 turrets that have really good traverse. Minimum. I say we go 5-inch guns here. The only consideration is just the faster fire rate. So rate of fire is 8.89 rounds per minute, whereas this has 5.4 rounds per minute. And this is one of these things where you could really get into the mathematics of this. Like, what's the accuracy? What's the rounds per minute? And then figure out all the damage per second kind of stuff. Because a 5-inch gun does quite a bit of damage, 127 versus the 4-inch gun, which is 62. So this does more than double the damage. And it's not that big of a penalty, in my opinion, with the accuracy. Especially at range, you get a benefit from it. It's got better range accuracy. Its fire rate does go down, that's for sure. I like the 5-inch guns. I'm going to go with the 5-inch guns, because those I like. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently I have to move this up a little bit. And maybe the other thing back a little bit. There it goes. Now it fits. So we get 3 5-inch guns. I might be able to fit more 5-inch guns if I ignore the snap. Like, I could put one there if I really wanted to. It would really limit the turret turn of this one, but I don't know if that'd be terrible. We still have a lot of tonnage to work with. What do you guys think? 2 turrets like that? We could face them around just to make it look better. Like this. Come on. Do what I want you to do. Oh, that really kills the turret traverse, though, huh? I was hoping it would look nicer, but... oh, well. I kind of like that. So you get 4 or 5-inch guns. That's pretty damn good. We still have a lot of costs left over, so let's go with our torpedo tubes. I think a 3er would do it. Maybe a 4, but I think 3 would do it. Let's put it for fairly far back. Why do I have starboard offset? Did I mess this alignment up? They'll be effective against the transport. I mean, we only had 6-inch guns. When we had 6-inch guns when we were using our light cruisers. And I only had 4 of those. I had some 3-inch guns too, encasements, but we were able to sink a number of them with just our guns. So I think the guns will do it. Why do I have starboard offset though? I'm just a little confused. Is it this one? What's with the starboard offset? What did that? I'm gonna keep deleting things until I figure out what the starboard offset is. was that gun? Oh, okay. So placing the gun in this turret gives you a little bit of starboard offset. I don't know if I really care. Maybe a smaller gun won't have that effect? A smaller gun doesn't have that effect. I'm afraid, though, using different gun calibers will mess with the accuracy, because that is, I think, a thing in this game right now. Again, I wish it wasn't. But let's just double check. Seems like it stayed the same. This has dropped dramatically, though. This should be 66% before, right? Okay, apparently it's no different. All right, we'll go with that. 4-inch gun here. Because it doesn't mess with the offset. I mean, I don't know how big of a deal that is, but... Might be able to fit another gun here. If I get rid of the snap. Would mess with the angle of the torpedo quite a bit. But we would have 4 or 5-inch guns and a 4-inch gun. Yeah, we'd have to kill the CA that way with torpedoes, but the mission requirements don't require us to kill the CA either. So all right, we still have a decent amount of cost and stuff left over. We might be able to get 4 destroyers here. Now, granted, we have to do some things with our... I think we go with fast torpedoes here. Go with relatively big torpedoes. We could go 22 inchers. The guns, I don't think need turrets or anything. Go white powder or something like that, or even lightite. Although we would really have a risk of blowing up through an ammo explosion if we did that. We have very minimal money left, so I am not going to be able to do a lot of protection of like anti-flooding and stuff. Okay, I guess it's going to let me get away with. Okay. I mean, honestly, I think having 4 is better than other things. We want more speed, though, right? Okay, I'm just going to go with 3 then, because I want way more speed. Engine efficiency is not quite as good, so we're going to want to go with balanced, perhaps? Or we could go forced. Guess we'll go forced. Because I want more speed. I want to be able to close. Say 30 knots for now. I mean, I don't know what an ideal speed for a destroyer is, but from what I understand... what does this do? Torpedo spotting range. So this is more if they're firing torpedoes at me, which, frankly, isn't really going to happen. I don't mind having some radio equipment. But this we don't really need. The cruiser may have torpedoes, but frankly, if it hits me with a torpedo, yeah, that's... I mean, it's mostly to hear things under the water, which include the torps. We could up our ammo, but I don't think that really helped us last time because the reload's too slow. We could really down our tonnage, as long as it doesn't mess with the hull size. Oh, shit. That didn't mess with the hull size. Good there. We have a lot of aft weight offsets, probably because this damn gun. Oh, that didn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, okay, so I figure we just up the speed here. Or when Cat's being kind of bad, I might need to talk to him. I guess 33 knots is as good as we're gonna get. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go talk to my cat. He's being bad right now. Oops, that was the wrong screen. Sorry about that, guys. He was having a fit. Okay, so we're at 76% engine efficiency. Not necessarily ideal, but not sure there's really a whole lot else I can do about it. Maybe I up the engine. Get more efficiency that way. I honestly don't know if that will do a whole lot. We're already at cost, but I just am curious. Yeah, that doesn't really help. We've done as good as we can with the boilers. Switching to oil helps, but it really increases the cost a lot to the point where I'm not sure it's worth it. So, oh well, that is what it is. Have some tea, so I don't know if I brewed it long enough. It's probably really thin. Oh well. Alright. Well, I'm kind of happy with the way this destroyer looks. Again, our objective here is to kill the transports, not the cruiser. And we're still gonna... What the hell happened to my... I swear we had 3 destroyers. I guess me messing with the engine somehow messed with the cost. We could go with lighter shells, although I don't know if I really want to do that. Yeah, I don't know where to cut corners. I mean, 32 and a half knots isn't necessarily terrible. It gives me a little bit more engine efficiency, I guess, anyway, so... Alright, I think that's gonna have to do it. Maybe I went too heavy on the guns, but... we'll find out. I mean, I think... 4 5-inch guns and a 4-inch gun might do some really good work for us. Again, it won't do a whole lot to the cruiser, but the transports won't like that too much. Alright, let's go ahead and launch this sucker and see what happens. I mean, the 22-inch torpedoes will really hurt when they land. So... Alright, there's a couple different ways we could go about this. We could just charge. We could charge the cruiser. The design is fine, but I hate everything about it. What in particular do you hate? Alright, we're gonna go fast as we can. You know, that's a really waste of your guns to fire on that dude. I'm tempted to just tell you not to fire, but... we're just gonna charge the heavy cruiser and try and kill him. We do have smoke that we can deploy, so as soon as he starts shooting at us, he can't see us yet because we've got really... I know we're firing at him, and that should give some hint that we're here, but... Tell him to save. Save those shells. I mean, you got less than a 2% chance to hit. You apparently didn't get the memo. That's because you have to tell them individually. Oh, we almost spotted a transport. Oh, there we go. Alright, you know, I just told you to save. Never mind. Because now you see a transport. Start firing at that, please. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying there. Torps in the back versus in the middle. I don't know, I just like that funnel, but I guess if we put a different funnel on it, we could have gone with a different torp design. Well, if it doesn't work out, we can always change it. Alright. Now, the idea here... Oh, I want to turn off my torps, because I want to tell them when to fire them. We're going to micromanage the torps for sure. Yeah, we're going to fire at the transports, but we're going to try and torp the cruiser. I honestly think just one will do it. I mean, these are 22-inch torpedoes. It might not. We might need a follow-up thing, but... We got 35%. I don't see him firing yet, so there's no reason for us to lay down smoke until he does so. I guess that's our good cue that he's firing at me and he can see me. Until that happens, he can't see me, so no real repoint. Let's try and cut him off. I I like how it looks. It's the best. You got your ass torpedoes. What's better than ass torpedoes? I don't have really a whole lot of information on this guy. Okay, that's the pretty standard armored cruiser design I'm seeing a lot in this game. I want to see more variety with the cruisers. He's not really doing a very good job of protecting his transports here. He's like, bye guys! I'm just gonna sail away. Good luck with that. 4.9, 5.1. We'll probably switch targets here once we close a little bit more, but for now, we'll just keep hitting this guy. They are landing. Not doing as much damage as I'd like, but we're almost at 20% with those 5-inch guns. He's still not shooting at me. It's probably because he can't see me. Transports aren't firing at me either, so I don't think they can see me. These destroyers are probably hard to spot. And he's sailing away from me right now. Well, at least we know he's a cruiser now. We'll have him identified in a second, though. Okay, now they're firing at me. Let's go ahead and turn that. Yeah, it's really tempting to just torpedo the damn transports, but we've got time. Alright, this should start opening up on me. I mean, we are doing pretty good damage to this guy. I think that transport, if it's not completely and totally messed up. Alright, what's the info here? 9-inch guns, 5-inch guns, 3-inch guns, 2-inch guns, and he does have torpedoes. That's pretty... I'd say that's a pretty reasonable loadout for an armored cruiser like that. We did take a hit. Flooding a little bit. Not bad, though. Oh, I wasn't looking at the right thing. I am flooding pretty decently here. Flooding is getting, I'm gonna say it's getting under control, but I don't know. Alright, cruiser's kind of coming back around. Are you pulling off? Yeah, you're pulling off. I'm gonna have to detach you. Because you are not responding. I'm gonna have you come over this way. Yeah, slow down so you're not flooding so bad. Come over this way. I want to have you torpedo this transport. These guys are going to stay on the task at hand. You can keep shooting that guy, I guess. All right, see you, Brunswick. That guy's really hurt. The guns probably will take care of him. We just get continuously getting hit on this guy. Alright, so you're going to line up on that guy and try and sink him. What's your speed? 24 knots. That's actually pretty damn good for a cruiser. An armor. Well, it's not the best, but it's not terrible. Flooding is getting under control because we slowed down. As a matter of fact, we can speed back up. It's not really limiting us too much. Although I have to keep an eye on it. If you keep an eye on your flooding, it's not too bad to get it under control, as long as it doesn't get too out of control. Just said out of control like how many times there? This cruiser is really moving around in a way that makes it hard to line it up for a torp run like what I want to do. I'm not sure if he's going to turn into us or not, so we might have to turn for him. Ouch. Ouch. That was a double ammo detonation. Alright, well, we have no choice. It's time to turn on the torps. Who do we hit with the torps? Do we hit you? Let's go with that because honestly, I have to turn for it though. Honestly, if these torps miss, they might still hit somebody else. Come on, torps, land. Fire. 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 Fire the torps. God damn it, fire the torps. He's not firing the torps. He's dead. I'm not sure. I don't know. Not really sure why the torpedoes didn't fire. I mean, it could have just been how much damage we had. They do, but my maximum range should be really long with these torpedoes. All right, steadfast. Any second you should fire. As a matter of fact, you should probably just get ready to fire your torpedoes now. Although he did turn. Why are they not firing? Fire! There they go. Think. No, they're not firing the damn torpedoes. What the F? He fired torpedoes at me. Well, it's easy enough to dodge them. I just don't understand. Why are torpedoes not firing? I mean, it's not... God damn it. Turn the way I want you to turn. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna have to detach again. You. This went really badly. Like, really badly. Okay. You. Turn this way, please. Get them from the other side. I have no idea. Why are these torps not firing? Is there a set speed I'm supposed to go at? They should be an arc. There they go. I don't know if they're going to land, but this should definitely not hit. Especially as we keep turning. And if those don't hit, this guy should be able to follow up and hit. I mean, like, those look really good. Matter of fact, that one's going to hit the transport behind. Okay, you can turn your torps on as well. Okay. You're flooding, but we're slowed you down. Go ahead and fire your guns. Okay, if he's not already jacked from that, this should finish him. You just fired him. Okay, I switched targets. Start attacking this. Those look like they're dead on. We also hit that guy with the torpedo. Alright, so one of our destroyers took a hit, but their cruiser should be dead now. And if it's not, I'm going to be very surprised. Alright. Flooding is under control. We can go full speed. Ow. How are you not dead? You got hit by 5 torpedoes. Well, this guy's dead too. God damn it. How do you take 5 22-inch torpedoes and still be alive? Not only is he not dead, he's fine. Like, well, he's not fine, but I'm just saying, like, he's not gonna sink. I'd have to hit him again with another salvo. In theory, if my other destroyer had gotten to him, he'd be dead now, but clearly that didn't work. Alright, well, we can't... there's no way we possibly complete this, because I've killed 1 transport, maybe? And I just got ammo exploded again. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. So, we either have to rebuild, or we have to restart and just hope it works differently. Yeah, the transports are killing my destroyers, practically. So how do we improve this? I say we rebuild it. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off this gun. Although the guns were doing very well, I think we need more emphasis on the torpedoes. Okay, I don't want that much offset. More emphasis on the torpedoes. We need to lower costs somewhere. Because if the... I'm just trying to think. If the only way we can do damage to that cruiser is with torpedoes. More torpedoes? I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know what the right call is. We need a lot of cost reduction. Those torpedoes cost a hell of a lot. Get more speed out of it, perhaps. Or keep my speed. So we have more torpedoes, but they're 21-inch torpedoes versus 22-inch. I mean, you lose a lot of damage here. The problem is, Leo, he'll dodge the torpedoes easily if he sees them coming. And there's no... The only way I can make the torpedoes go more long range is making them be standard. Like, these other types of torpedoes shorten the range, sure. But the only way I can make them longer... Now, granted, I have long-range torpedoes, but you just have to realize, at long range, the accuracy of those torpedoes are going to be non-existent. And if he has any kind of detection, he'll see them coming way ahead of time. Oh, I'm not saying the accuracy will be bad. It would just be so easy for him to dodge it. If we want them to hit, we have to get in close. Now, if you just want to fire the torpedoes into the cluster and don't care where they land, I mean, you'd get hits somewhere, but we wouldn't get hits on the cruiser. I mean, that's my feeling on it. Maybe my torpedoes are good enough that I, like, with 4 launchers, I could do a long-range blast, but I don't know. From my experience, you have to get in close if you want them to hit. If you want all of them to hit, and we hit them with 5 torpedoes, and that didn't put them down. So if you want all of them to hit, you have to get in close. 1 or 2 is not going to do it. 1 or 2 will cripple him, but if he can still fire his guns, he can still kill me. As we saw, because after I hit him with the torpedoes, he opened up with his main guns and killed my 1 destroyer. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going about the wrong way. Maybe we need the smaller displacement destroyers and just go heavier on the torpedoes, but I don't know. We'll give it a try with this. I mean, we lose a lot of damage by going the route we did. I don't know. Maybe we just need more destroyers. I don't know what the right strategy here is. More and faster destroyers? Because remember, with that other convoy thing we did, we had 4 light cruisers. This, we only have 3 destroyers. So we had to kill more, and we had less time to do it. But these guys are going to be even more vulnerable to the light guns on the transports. And I don't know, maybe the way to numbers with a smaller destroyer is the way to go. I really wish they wouldn't fire. I mean, we have plenty of ammo, so I'm not sure we're going to run out, but I really wish they wouldn't fire at the cruiser. They're not going to do anything with those guns, but it takes so much effort to turn them off, and then we see the transports and I have to turn them back on. I hate that you can't just tell the group, hey, conserve ammo. I have to go through individually. That kind of pisses me off. I also want to tell them to turn off their torque. It did seemingly help us with cost and weight. I know that doesn't make any sense because we don't have armor, but yes, it did help. I mean, I could try and see. Alright, did I tell everybody to turn off their torpedoes? No, the leader is not off. Alright, I want to try and cut him off. Not moving nearly as fast this time. That might be to our advantage. I mean, this might be just one of those circumstances where we got unlucky with whatever this cruiser design was before. I mean, he had a good amount of speed and what have you. Now he's barely moving, although he could just be running into the transports. All right, there they are. I guess we open up on that one. Now we need to tell them to start attacking. All right. And the, we're getting fired back on, so I think immediately do smoke. Oh, F you! What do you think his percentage chance of hitting me was? Like, 2? Less than that? Well, this is how they spawn you in, and it... I mean, I could detach the ships, sure. Which, frankly, I need to do anyway, but that just increases the micromanagement out through the roof. But yeah, sure. I can't believe he got a secondary hit already. Sometimes the AI in this game is just outrageous. Actually... So he's firing triple turrets at me. Triple 11-inch guns. Jesus Christ. He seems to be slow as dick, though. Yeah, 18.5 knots. So last time the guy had a lot smaller turrets. Honestly, a more reasonable loadout. Oh, fuck you. We might as well just restart if that happens. If that happens, we might as well just restart. Because that's not even really giving me a chance. I'm not sure what hit me. But whatever it was an ammo detonation. Again, save your shells, buddies. We're firing at a guy that will never hurt. I mean, maybe you hit his funnel or something, but... Alright, I'll just speed up. It does take a lot longer to get them all on smoke, though, when I detach like this, because I have to do it individually. Just running away from me. Haven't identified him yet. Alright, now he's going this way. Probably circled so the transports are in between him and me. Yeah, but there's certain things that they'll do together if you keep them in formation. If you tell them to use smoke when they're in formation, that all three of them use smoke. But if I detach them, I have to go to each formation and tell them to use smoke. So it's a lot slower. See what I'm saying? And in theory, the gun thing should work that way too, but whatever reason it doesn't do that. Also, I need to turn the keys off. And when they start firing on me, I pretty much immediately have to put the smoke on to try and reduce their accuracy. Because I need to close distance, use the keep saying transporters. Torpedoes! This is not Star Trek. Ideally, you would have to get close to use transporters. You'd have to drop your shields too, but that's beside the point. Let's make sure everybody's on HE. We're using the proper shell against these transports. See, this time saying transports makes sense. Have you go after that guy. Matter of fact, let's focus fire. This guy's gonna be the closest. Although that one's arguable, but... Are they firing back yet? Yeah, the cruiser's just sailing away. In this case, I don't know. Maybe we ignore the cruiser and just get our torpedoes off on the transports. I forget how many transports there are. Is it supposed to be 5 or 6? Because he's really out of position at this point, like really badly out of position. We don't know any information about him though yet. Let's find out in a second. I'm gonna just go line him up for a torpedo strike. You go this way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have both of you go this way. Are they firing at me now? Alright, I'll just put the smoke up just for the sake of argument. You guys are firing over there. Let's start firing at this guy. Who's going to be closer to you anyway. This guy, just stay on target. Cruiser probably focus on the Comet here. We're already getting hit by the transports. But torpedoes into them, into their formation, might hit more than one of them. I don't know. What I'm going to do, you torpedo that guy. You torpedo that guy. You torpedo that guy. We'll just ignore the cruiser. Unless he lines up for a juicy torpedo run, then I'll hit him. And that's going to be more for the sake of crippling him than actually killing him. He might line up for me perfectly. Stay on course. Did get a good hit there. Please don't hit me. He's really lining up for me. I think we go for it. As long as he doesn't hit me with his main gun. What does he have? 11-inch guns. And 5-inch and 2-inch. He does have a torpedo of his own. Okay. I think we've got a setup here. Okay. Alright, I think we got him. He's really well lined up for us. I'm going to go ahead and just switch target now. We're going to turn torpedoes to normal. I think we torp this guy. So we're kind of lined up for it. Let's have you turn torpedoes on. You keep going. You probably have a good torp run on one of these guys. We're gonna need to turn. He's turning away from it though. I don't know if this is a good lineup now. He's turning away from it. I gotta turn him off. Let's switch targets. He's turning away from it. There's no way I'm gonna hit him at that angle. He's turning hard away. Oh, he settled the turn though. Or we tried for it, but I think he's turning too hard. I don't know. You fire your torps? Why didn't you fire your torps? Sometimes I don't understand why the torpedoes don't fire. Alright, switch targets to this guy and keep your torpedoes on. You turn your torpedoes on. I mean, you're gonna hit somebody, I assume. You fired your torpedoes. You fired your torpedoes. You fired your torpedoes. Granted, I don't think those ones are going to land, right? Where'd they go? Oh, it might have been the turn. You might be right, Leo. They might have been turning. Oop. I'll just have you keep going this way. Hopefully those torpedoes reload. So you fired there. You fired into this guy. I can't really see where the torpedoes are, but I know you fired it. Okay, let's switch targets to you. And just have you sail off this way. Got a lot of time, so I think the torpedoes will reload. I fired my torps at this guy. I don't think they're going to land. I don't even know where they are. He fired torps over here. Is he going to hit his own ships? Where'd my torps go? Okay, those torps are going to hit his own ships. Those are not my torps, I don't think. At least I don't think so. You can kind of turn away a little as well. You straight up turn away. Let's turn off the torpedoes just in case. I mean, we get them online and it's a bad shot or something. I did land here, but it didn't do very much damage. Just have you keep turning out this way. And I'm pretty sure these torpedoes are going to hit this guy. Which I think is that guy's torpedo. I don't know why he launched those. Unless your own torpedoes can't hit your own guys, which is possible. I don't know. Those, like, look dead on, man. Yeah. If those are my torpedoes, great. It was not who I was shooting at. Let's have you target this guy. Keep going this way. Although you are flooding. Doesn't look like we really have to slow down for it. So you might die, so let's switch targets. No, you just fired your torps. I don't know who at. If we were to guess, it'd be against the destroyer. So turning the destroyer off course, or more than likely disrupt the accuracy. This guy may sink to death, like sink. This guy is really looking bad. I mean, most of the transports are really effed up. So that was totally accidental. These torpedoes here, I think those were my torpedoes fired at this guy, and they just hit the right thing. I don't know where his torpedoes went, but I figure no matter who he aimed them at, we should be fine. Okay, you're going to turn this way and fire at this guy. You're going to fire at this guy as well. You're going to start turning in this way. And we're just going to run away until we get our torpedoes back online. We'll be able to take care of the flooding damage and stuff. And we'll also shoot up. Some of these transports are pretty heavily damaged. And then there's just two left, looks like. I'm hoping this guy was sink, because he's got very little left. Keeping him afloat, more or less. The cruiser's out of position to really do anything, and it's fairly slow. So this is just a good time to rearm our torpedoes, which will take time, but it's fine. Our smoke's starting to dissipate as well, so better to just run away right now. Okay, we got some flooding on this guy. Okay, that guy's down, so switch target. Sadly, we're sailing away from that guy. I'm gonna turn a little bit. Cruiser's not really paying attention over here, so we might be able to just keep on trucking over here. We keep getting flooding, so this guy might sink soon. So it's really just down to this guy. We have really not hit much. We were hitting him every so often, but... This guy can now speed full speed. Flooding was fixed. Alright, who fired torps first? It's actually hard to say. They probably all fired them about the same time. Alright, you guys just kind of keep sailing away from that cruiser. You double back around, because I have a feeling that the cruiser is just going to chase this guy. We might have our torpedoes back online soon. I mean, they're not even half reloaded, but... Yeah, this is looking pretty good for us. This guy is almost sunk. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Okay, so use circle. We just hit this one transport from 3 different directions, more or less. Hey, we did it on the, what, 3rd try? Well, that's oftentimes what I found with this game. You just have to do things a few times over, try out things, perfect it. Did we just win? Wow, that guy sunk real fast. All right. Yay! All right, we're done with the convoy attacks.